And we welcome you to McConnell Field on the campus of Macon Middle School, the Pentland Sports Complex. Getting you set for Mountain 7 Conference baseball action on a Monday afternoon that has turned out to be a fantastic evening. The sun is shining. Some high clouds are moving over on Eclipse Day. And it looks like it is going to be a fantastic evening for baseball. I'm George Young alongside Ryan Haley and Philip Angel, our executive producer. Getting you set for the second matchup of the season between Franklin and Pisgah. These two teams met back on March the 19th, with Pisgah coming out on top 9-2. Panthers look to even up the series tonight as Josiah Hersey gets the start, coming off a dominating performance last Tuesday against the Smoky Mountain Mustangs, where the Panthers picked up their first conference win of the season. They come in at 1-5 on the young season in the conference, and now 4-7 overall. The Pisgah Black Bears come in at 6-6 overall, and they are 2-3 in the Mountain 7 Conference. You see Josiah Hersey making his final warm-up tosses, and it's good to see Josiah back out on the mound. Ryan, as he had a fantastic performance on Tuesday night, hopefully built some confidence, and the Panthers' bats came alive too.
Yeah, it was great to see with Josiah, beginning of the year. He's basically coming in for an inning or two, just kind of working his way back into the season. And his last start was his first start of the year, where you have he had his normal game day prep, getting ready, stretching out, have that mindset of an opening day starter. So now, with him feeling comfortable in the groove and his pitch count getting up and feeling strong, this is a pivotal game of the season for Franklin.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight as the Pisgah Black Bears will send to the plate their leadoff hitter, Isaiah Mintz, along with Walker Fox and Carson Allison slated to bat in the first inning. Mintz, the right fielder, stands into the right-handed batter's box to face Josiah Hersey. We'll give you the Panther infield here after the first pitch. Jade Rogers, we could tell you, is the catcher tonight. He gets the start behind the plate. Josiah Hersey gets ready, and we're underway as that one sails out of the zone for ball one. 1-0 the count on Mintz. 1-0 is swung on and missed. That one had some mustard behind it, evens it up at a ball and a strike. Around the infield, it's Will Rowers over at third for the Panthers. Ian Knepp is at short. Malachi Hayes over at second, and Jackson Hersey over at first base. The 1-1 sails a little bit low for ball two. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff man for Pisgah, Isaiah Mintz. You may hear some whistles from time to time. There is a soccer game going on behind us, middle school soccer game. The 2-1, a little low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter.
You're seeing a very similar team with Franklin and Pisgah, with both teams pretty much playing a lot of freshmen.
3-1 is high for ball 4. So Josiah Hersey walks the first batter he sees and walks the leadoff man in Isaiah Mintz. That'll bring to the plate Walker Fox, the center fielder for the Pisgah Black Bears.
Yeah, you just saw Mintz, who's a freshman. I know Harold's very excited about the young guys on his team, just like we are with our young guys. I don't want to say rebuilding, but you have really good senior starters on both sides, and with young freshmen, again, on both sides. And you're seeing pretty much a turning point for both teams here.
First offering misses for ball 1.
Walker Fox is he's an outstanding player, veteran. I think he signed to go play at UC Charlotte.
The 1-0 outside, 2-0.
If you remember that name Fox, you remember Mason Fox from years ago. Just a big-time player from the mountains. I think he got drafted to play pro ball. Very excited. Had a really great arm, great speed, and Walker, possesses a lot of those qualities also.
Here's the 2-0 offering. In for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Walker Fox. On deck is Carson Allison. Boone Carver, the cleanup hitter, could bat this inning. 1 out, nobody on. Just underway here at a sun-splashed McConnell Field. 2-1, sent towards Knapp, could turn 2, flips it to second for 1, over to first. Not in time. That'll be a fielder's choice for Walker Fox. They get Mintz at second, 1 gone, and a runner remains at first. That'll bring Carson Allison to the plate.
I kind of wish Ian Knapp, when he fielded that ground ball, would have taken himself. He was really near the bag. Just field it, step on the bag, and make a good hard throw. He waited on Malachi to get there. Malachi's got to, take a good feed and a good turn. And, you hope to see other things, and that's one thing that I wish we'd have done better there. But Josiah's kind of maybe rounding into form, getting the ground ball there, kind of getting out of, early, getting behind the pitch counts.
Throw over to first and back safely is Walker Fox. At the plate, Carson Allison, the first baseman for Pisgah.
And you got to keep, Fox over there pretty tight. He's got, plus speed. Allison's a really good hitter.
Now a throw to first, close play. He's back safely.
Yeah, that was tough because you just saw Fox lean really hard like he's taking off. And, again, he's pretty quick.
Yet to deliver the first pitch to Carson Allison, a big lead you just mentioned. Over at first for Fox, and he bluffs. That one is sent foul. 0-1 the count to Carson Allison.
Yeah, one thing Harold always brings over is really good hitters. They work on them pretty hard and work on situational hitting. And I think right there with a kind of like a dig by Fox, just kind of see how the pitcher and the catcher reacts there.
Fox gets another sizable lead over at first. Now time going to be called at the plate by Carson Allison. He steps out. At first and 1 out. Just underway here, top of the first inning. Appreciate you joining us a little earlier than on the regular schedule, as there was no JV game tonight. Had some injuries that prevented Pisgah from fielding a complete team as the throw goes over to first again and back safely is Walker Fox. They moved the ball game up to 5:30, varsity game.
And I like what Josiah's doing here. He just let him know that I'm here. I'm keeping an eye on you. You don't want him to have a great jump because the ball in the gap's going to score him.
The 0-1, and that one is sent by the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Quickly going to be fielded and sent in by Attic Sutton, who has gotten the start at right field tonight. Damian Bowles in center, and Anderson Terrell is in left field tonight. So runners at first and second now. The first hit off of Josiah Hersey will bring Boone Carver to the plate.
And that's why you want to keep Walker Fox close to the bag over there, because if he's taken off and it's a base hit to the right side, then right now we're sitting in a first and third situation. But again, I talked about Harold and how hard they work on situational hitting in their practices, and you saw it right there with Allison hitting backside, and good piece of hitting there. Now we still have double play depth. It's like we have our first baseman is going to play up on the grass.
See the shortstop on screen, shading towards second. What you don't see on screen is the second baseman shading towards second. Now the first offering pops the mitt for strike 1.
Yeah, and Josiah right now, he's got a really good fastball. Last week he looked really good with his fastball, but I think there's more giddy up. Seems like his arm is really strong right now. And maybe it's, getting behind the counts early on and just showing how strong his arm is, because sometimes you got to harness it and get it back in the zone.
Fox at second, Allison at first. Now time going to be called at the plate by Boone Carver. He's going to step out with a catcher for the Black Bears.
Yeah, Boone Carver's a sophomore. Again, part of this young team. Veteran-like, just composure.
The 0-1 inside, evens it up. Tried to paint that inside quarter and just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone, top of the first. And 2 on for the Pisgah Black Bears. Another Tom going to be called at the plate by Carver. He's going to step out.
our offense is turning it around, but again, we want to really limit, our runs on the board and just kind of working that runner at second base tight.
Waiting the 1-1 from Hersey. Now a throw is going to go over the second baseman. Here comes the throw from center, and they had a play at second. He's in safe. So everybody going to advance on the air.
So as a pitcher, one thing your coach would do on pickoffs at second base is throw it to the bag. And it kind of seemed like that Josiah was kind of throwing it to Malachi, who was on the move. You're going to expect your fielder to get there on top of the bag as you make that throw. So you're going to kind of treat it like home plate. Now we're in a bad situation, second and third with one out.
1-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball up high, and Carver could not catch up with it. Ball 2 strikes now to the Black Bear catcher. Second and third, one gone. Big pitch here for Josiah. Now another time is called and granted at the plate.
Tactics, George, is all about tactics. Oh, yeah. This is what they're trained to do, and this is what Harold's taught for over 20 years. Just kind of play with the mind of the pitcher.
Long look in for Hersey. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Did not chase out of the zone. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that isn't a bad pitch. You want to see if he can chase, especially with the 1-2 count. You want to get a big strikeout right here. You don't want to get him on. You really don't want the ball in play because that's probably going to score a run.
The 2-2. Miss low. Runs it full, 3-2.
If we know the umpire, home plate umpire, he likes that ball up a little bit. So this is going to be a tough pitch for Josiah, who's been, through his career, really pound that ball down the zone.
Now time called again. Now the umpire is going to talk to Carver.
Well, I think for a lot of pitchers that would frustrate them. I think Josiah's just easy going. It's not going to bother him. He's going to get the pitch or get the sign and make his pitch.
3-2. Popped straight up. Now into foul territory towards the Panther dugout, and that's going to be out of play. Stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Does Boone Carver.
As a sophomore, Carver's got he's just got a big stature to him. Up in the box. Is strong at the plate. Taking on a good fastball here and fouling that ball off. See what Josiah brings here. Maybe an off-speed pitch, changeup, breaking pitch.
3-2. Swung on and missed. They'll have to tag him. It bounced out of the glove. They'll say he's out, and everybody's going to have to go back.
All right, so
there'll be a discussion here as they'll go down the third base line. It looks like everybody's happy.
Yeah, so basically, one thing is when you're a catcher, you don't just put the ball back in the glove and tag. You got to hold the ball in your hand, in the glove, tag strong. And basically, Walker Fox, the runner, came down the line, and, he's going to throw and try to knock that ball out like any runner's supposed to do. He does that, but the umpire caught that because you cannot do that. But we got 2 outs. That was a big strikeout that we needed.
It's going to bring to the plate Zach Wester, who is the pitcher for the Black Bears. Wester sends that one towards Knapp at short. Long throw, and going to be dug out by Hersey down at first. Wester is retired, 6'3", and it's going to retire the side for the Pisgah Black Bears. They do strand a couple of runners. We head to the home half of the first inning in a scoreless game. Stay with us. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the first inning, home half of the first. Panthers' first shot at the plate against Zach Wester. He'll get the call for Coach Harold Shepard and the Pisgah Black Bears. He'll be on the mound. Boone Carver behind home plate. Eli Rigsby over at third. Maddox Wright at short. Braden Surratt over at second. And Carson Allison at first for the Black Bears. In right field, it's Isaiah Mintz. In center, Walker Fox. Fort Jones over in left field for Coach Shepard. The Panthers will send to the plate Ian Knepp to lead it off. Anderson Terrell will bat second. Malachi Hayes bats third. Jackson Hersey in his familiar cleanup spot. Will Rowers bats fifth. Jaden Rogers bats sixth. Attic Sutton bats seventh. Damian Bowles bats eighth. And Reed Raby, the DH tonight, and he'll bat in the 9 hole. So, Zach Wester making his final warm-up tosses as these two teams, if you just joined us, did meet a couple weeks back on March the 19th, and the Panthers came up on the short end of things, 9-2 in Canton, trying to even up the 2-game series here tonight. It's supposed to be played a couple of weeks ago, but because of some rain, it was moved to tonight. It's going to be a busy week for the Panthers, and we'll run through the schedule as we go along here tonight. We'll also run through the conference standings as we're in the middle part of the conference season now as we're into April. It's Ian Knepp standing in to face Zach Wester.
Ian's starting to come around a little bit with the bat. You can see in the last 2 of the last 3 games, multi-hit games, doubles, driving the ball in. I know he's brimming with confidence right now.
Mentioned there's a soccer game going on behind us, also a softball game going on for the middle school team. Both soccer and softball middle school action tonight. Going to be a slow chop fielded by Wright. Long play, and bang, bang, he got him. One gone. Ian Knepp is retired, brings Anderson Terrell to the plate.
I was looking at Zach Wester, just kind of warming up between innings, getting loose. You know, you always want to see what a freshman, looks. And he's a strike thrower. He's got a good live fastball. Now, he's not mid-80s. He's still pretty young, but he throws the ball well. Really good curveball. More of a 12-6.
Terrell stands in. Swings and misses at the first offering. 0-1 the count.
And George, you just saw that good curveball, and he started the first 2 hitters off. So what we call is pitching backwards.
The 0-1 is slowly tapped back to Wester. He fields and fires over to first. In time, 1-3 goes Terrell. 3 pitches and 2 outs. Malachi Hayes now stands in.
I can see why everybody's excited about Zach Wester. Very athletic off the mound also. You saw that. We snared that ball. It's kind of made our hitters, first 2 hitters, chase pitchers they don't want to chase. But let's see how he handles Malachi Hayes because he's just a different kind of hitter.
Terrell, the left-handed batter, waits and takes ball 1.
Here we go, George.
The catcher and the pitcher were baffled by that one. Now Wester going to step off.
I don't know if that was a changeup, kind of.
The 1-0 swung on and missed, evens it up.
So when I say pitch backwards, a lot of times hitters that or pitchers that have a good fastball but not a great one yet, it makes their fastball look even faster when you start them off with curveballs and changeups.
1-1. In the air, over the first baseman, base hit, right field line. Anderson Terrell digging for 2. And he's going to be there, safe. May go to 3. And he's going to stand safely at third with a triple.
Yeah, Malachi came out of the box pretty quick there. He was expecting a double the way that ball was kind of curving towards the line. How usually when it hits the grass down the right field line, it's going to shoot into the kind of like down in the hole there. and obviously the right fielder misplayed it, got him to third base, and this is where we can get a run over. But with the way this pitcher's throwing, if he throws strikes, that's good. Good for us to try to swing at. But if he throws a wild pitch, we have a chance to jump out ahead.
Jackson Hersey now at the plate, the cleanup hitter, with a runner at third, 2 gone in the inning. First hit off of Zach Wester, and Hersey takes high for ball 1.
Looks like another curveball he started off the hitter with, and did not break, stayed up. And that's scary for a pitcher if that ball does not break and stays up in the zone.
1-0. Swung on and missed. Evens it up. Had a ball and a strike. Like a breaking ball.
Yeah. It is hard for hitters to make that adjustment, especially if they like their spot in the box. Usually if there's a breaking ball pitcher, you move up.
1-1. In the hole, 1-2 now is Hersey.
Yeah, that's a good fastball. First 2 pitches were off speed, and then that, 78, 8, 81 looks harder.
That one misses, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 2 out.
It's kind of the way the game has gone these days in Major League Baseball and college. A lot more breaking pitches are being thrown than normal.
2-2. Slowly towards short. Going to be a long throw, and he got in. 6-3 on the putout of Jackson Hersey, and that's going to retire the side for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Panthers threaten after the triple by Anderson Terrell, but come up empty. Strand a runner as we head to the second. It's scoreless.
Chris Rummans Construction is a family-owned, licensed building contractor servicing the Franklin, Highlands, and Cashers area, specializing in custom home construction, remodels and additions, as well as custom trim and closet cabinetry. Start your project today with Chris Rummans Construction.
Welcome back. We head to the top of the second inning. Due up for the Pisgah Black Bears, Owen Rigsby, Eli Rigsby, and Maddox Wright here in the top half of the second inning. We teased it. We'll show it. It's the schedule for the Panthers. Tough April, as we've got 7 out of the last 9 on the road beginning on tomorrow night.
Yeah, as I said, tonight's Pisgah game is very pivotal. To hopefully get the 5-7, hopefully beat Smoky, make it 6-7. AC is not the old AC of Power, and Brevard's the same way. So if we can really get that streak and get back over 500 before we enter West Henderson, then we can make that playoff push that we expect this year.
Josiah Hersey has made his final warm-up toss. We are set for the top half of the second inning. It's going to be Owen Rigsby, the DH, leading things off for Coach Harold Shepard of the Pisgah Black Bears. Fouled off at the plate, off of his foot. That's got to hurt. Strike 1.
And that's where Josiah lived last year. Good hard fastball that rides in on the hitters and get it off the handle. You're kind of seeing that tonight. Now, he's just missing a little bit hard inside, but that one was a really good pitch.
Long look in for Hersey. The 0-1. And that one tails off for ball 1.
Yeah, that was a very sharp curveball there. Just down the bottom of the zone, missed it.
The 1-1. In for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now to Owen Rigsby, the DH.
Seeing a lot of signs out of him right now on the mound. It's becoming very positive.
1-2. Just got a piece of it. Did Rigsby. Stays alive, ball 2 strikes.
Yeah, that was a sharp curveball. Broke late. Inside where he likes to live. A lot of pitchers don't want to throw inside. They're scared for some reason. And Josiah's not scared at all. I don't think there's a man in the stadium that he wouldn't back down from.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that's a good pitch. He's going to show, not just this hitter, but the rest of the Pisgah hitters, he will go inside. With the 1-2 pitch, see if he chases. I would love to see him break and pitch away right now.
The 2-2. Hit him. So that'll be a hit batsman that will allow Owen Rigsby to reach first. Back-to-back innings, the leadoff man has reached for Pisgah. That's going to bring Eli Rigsby to the plate. Rigsby, the third baseman tonight. Also a right-handed batter.
Yeah, I remember Eli the last couple of years. He was one of the best hitters. It looks like he's down in the lineup a little bit. Maybe he's in a small little slump right now, trying to get him jump-started.
And that one's in for a strike. 0-1 on Eli Rigsby. Maddox Wright is on deck. The 0-1 just misses. Ball and a strike.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You see that. I'm looking at our outfield. We're really playing deep, especially in left field.
Runner gets a decent lead down at first, and Owen Rigsby. Eli Rigsby at the plate, and a throw over. Got away briefly from Jackson Hersey, but not too terribly far. That'll keep the runner at first.
So you got to pay attention to the runners, to the fact that you may see some runners way past the cut, and he's just right at the cut. I don't know if he's a threat to steal, but you don't want to send one in the right field either.
1-1. Swung on and missed. All 2 strikes to Eli Rigsby.
Yeah, that Rigsby really pulled off in that pitch on that hard fastball.
One, 2 is in the dirt. Faked throw down to first. And we'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
See, to me, that's a great pitch. Again, I want him to chase where it's almost looks like a strike, but down the zone. But so far, these hitters are really backing off of doing that.
2-2. In the air, shallow right field. Looks like it's going to be Malachi Hayes coming from his second base position, and it will be to make the play. 1 gone. Runner remains at first. That'll bring to the plate Maddox Wright.
Shortstop, number 4, Maddox Wright.
Another young hitter. He's a sophomore, left-handed batter. Just kind of curious if you would take your first baseman and play in front of the runner and just kind of keep him tight there, so you have more, more room with the left-handed hitter up. It's a big open space to the right.
Wright takes low for ball 1.
Center fielder's playing straight away. Anderson's playing really deep and left.
In for a strike. That had some velocity. 1 ball and 1 strike to Maddox Wright.
Yeah, he looks, again, he's really strong tonight. Probably one of the hardest I've seen him throw probably since last year.
Look over to first for Hersey. Here comes the 1-1. Squares offered. And strike 2.
Very good pitch.
Didn't have a chance to bunt it out when it was away from the plate. Ball, 2 strikes, but Maddox Wright. Runner at first and Owen Rigsby.
Like to see the setup away with a fastball.
1-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's the second strikeout for Josiah Hersey. Brings Braden Surratt to the plate.
Number 10, second baseman, Braden Surratt.
Runner remains at first, but 2 are gone. Josiah deals, fouled back. The hit and run was on as runner at first and Rigsby took off 0-1.
Yeah, Rigsby's really walking off the bag there more and more, as he's going to deliver the pitch, or not deliver the pitch, but lift to go. Probably should yell step off.
Here's the 0-1. Bounces up and evens it up. Add a ball and a strike.
And that's a good idea right there. You can tell the runner's kind of leading back towards first. I mean, you got to peek if you're Josiah to see what he's doing.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. On first, no score.
Now throw over to first. Back safely is Rigsby.
Yeah, I mean, if he's picking over his shoulder, he can see like Rigsby's kind of leaning back with his left shoulder, almost like he's not wanting to take off. You got to find those clues so you don't make a like a wild throw to right field.
Now a throw over again. Close play. They got him. Rigsby is retired at first. 1-3, and that's going to retire the side for Pisgah in the top half of the second inning.
My name is Tanner Jones. I'm a sophomore and I play golf. My grandpa influenced me and taught me how to play golf. My favorite golfer is Tiger Woods. Miss it. Oh! Hey, he's out of here. My favorite course so far that I've played on is Springdale Country Club. I would like to play college golf at Division II or higher, and I'd also like to move on to the Corn Ferry Tour.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom half of the second inning in a scoreless game. It's going to be Will Rowers that will lead things off for Coach Jared Greenwood and the Panthers. You see him stepping into the right-handed batter's box to face Zach Wester. As the lights come on here and make it middle, and he takes a strike a little high. 0-1 to count.
Another one of these young hitters. He's starting to break out a little bit, getting his feet wet as a freshman. Super talented.
The 0-1 from Wester. Up the middle, going to be a slow roller. Charging is the shortstop right over to first in time for out number 1. That is the third out recorded by the shortstop, Maddox Wright.
Yeah, so far Zach Western is really limiting hard contact. Everything's been soft. We're kind of waving and throwing our barrel out front, not getting good swings on it, rolling over.
It's Jaden Rogers now strolling to the plate, the catcher for the Panthers. Wester comes set, delivers. And that's high for ball 1. Attic Sutton on deck. Middle part of the order for the Panthers here in the top of the bottom half of the second inning. That one misses. 2-0.
Yeah, good start for Jaden right here. Spot you want to be in as a hitter. You look for that fastball, a 2-0 count, and knowing that this pitcher wants to throw curveballs.
The 2-0 caught the corner for strike 1.
And I hope every hitter in our dugout just saw that. His best pitch is his curveball.
2-1. Went golfing. Bounced away. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jaden Rogers.
I said earlier, George, that the idea in Major League Baseball and college baseball is a lot more breaking pitches. It used to be a great pitch is a spotted fastball, inside, outside, but they're really doing away with that now.
The 2-2. Tough one to take. Runs it full, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's good. And I see what he's doing there. You're throwing back-to-back curveballs for strikes. I think Jay's probably expecting another breaking pitch. He throws a good hard pitch located fastball. Just missed.
3-2, swung on and missed. For strike 3. Quickly 2 gone. That'll bring to the plate Attic Sutton. First chance for Sutton to face Zach Wester tonight.
Just worried that some of our hitters are really lunging kind of with their hands out front. If they can just kind of stretch that front hip and their hands back and wait a little bit and then get a good barrel on the ball.
Wester deals. Did he check his swing? Yes, he did. Ball 1.
Yeah, that was a good call by the umpire. I would have been super shocked. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, actually, the umpire was just 2 umpires. He was down the line, first base line,
yes.
So he could actually tell if it was a check swing or not. Not behind the mound. 1-0. Inside, strike 1.
Again, pitching backwards. You throw a really good curveball for a strike first pitch, or a ball, doesn't matter, but you come with a big, hard fastball that looks even faster, pitching backwards.
Well, Tom going to be called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Attic Sutton. Damian Bowles on deck, but there's 2 gone in the inning. Wester deals the 1-1. That's a breaking ball that was sent foul down the third baseline. Going to be fielded by the third baseman Rigsby, but just over the line in foul territory. Ball, 2 strikes to Attic Sutton.
I tell you, the way to defeat a curveball is really think, I'm going to go inside out. I'm going to pull my hands in and get that barrel. I mean, the last thing you should think about when you're swinging is your barrel. I mean, you need a good stride, good load stride, then take your hands, swing the knob at it. And I feel like a lot of our hitters are just kind of throwing the barrel first, or that mentality.
1-2. Bounces up to the catcher, Carver. And evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 are out. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Glad you're with us on YouTube Live and Facebook Live of the Franklin Panther Sports Network just after 6 o'clock. If you're getting home and starting to get some dinner fixed. The 2-2 is bounced back to the pitcher. Wester will field and throw to first in time. And 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers here in the bottom half of the second inning. As we head to the third, it's still scoreless here at McConnell Field. Stay with us.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back as we head to the top of the third inning. We are scoreless here at Macon Middle School and the McConnell McConnell Field Penland Sports Complex. This is a Mountain 7 Conference battle tonight. Here's the conference standings at the top of the conference. West Henderson, perfect 6-0. Tuscola right behind them, 7-1. And then you see the rest of the pack. Panthers able to gain 2 spots with the victory over Smoky Mountain Tuesday. Now in the 5 slot in the conference. And you see Pisgah just ahead of the Panthers with just 2 conference wins, so they could tie in the win column if the Panthers are able to win this one. So it's going to be 9-1-2 in the Coach Harold Shepard order for the Pisgah Black Bears. Braden Surratt will lead it off. It's going to be Isaiah Mintz and Walker Fox will bat here against Josiah Hersey, who kicks and fires. That one is sent foul for strike 1.
Yep, here's your young freshman leading off for the Black Bear lineup. Again, freshmen on both sides of the field, and the idea is, they're pretty talented. Throw them in the lineup.
Here's the 0-1. Squares, takes, strike 2.
Just kind of look at the schedule there, and you see how big this game is. You just said it, George.
Yep.
Win to tie Pisgah in the win column could really jump us into 4th place and really, really start getting nosing that edge towards the playoffs.
The 0-2.
Great pitch. I'm looking at the Pisgah fans. They're looking at each other like, what's happening here? Guys, this has been all season.
We're used to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the third strikeout for Josiah Hersey. Top of the order we go now, and Isaiah Mintz. He drew a walk to lead off the ball game and was picked off at second on a double play attempt. One gone as Mintz stands in. Only one hit so far for both teams. Hersey deals high for ball 1.
It's the old Kurt Schilling theory. Kurt Schilling threw like 93% fastballs in his starts. If Josiah has a really good fastball right now, there's no really good swings on him. Just stay with the fastball, locate in and out.
1-0, swung on and missed.
Both pitchers are two different pitchers. Josiah is extremely tall, strong, has a really good fastball. He's a senior. He doesn't need to throw his breaking pitch as much. And you look at Wester, he's the opposite.
1-1. Inside for ball 2.
Not saying Wester has not a good fastball, but, as a young freshman who's on the mound, throws a lot of strikes, he wants to set his fastball up with his curveball.
The 2-1, fouled back, evens it up. 2-2.
Hate to say it, George, we're kind of cruising here in the game. So since I said it,
oh no,
yeah, we're going 3 hours for 3-4 more innings.
Why did you have to say that? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3.
Oh,
took a while. 2 gone. Brings Walker Fox to the plate. That is the 4th strikeout for Josiah Hersey.
I just saw our fans going, wow, and I see the Pisgah fans scratching their head, looking at each other.
Umpires aren't making friends on either side.
No, they're not.
Tonight. Sent in the air, left field, down the line, and it is a foul ball.
Yeah, the ever dangerous hitter, Walker Fox. I mean, he can hit to all parts of the field, left, center, and right. Probably the best way to play him is straight away. Especially with a good thrower like Josiah, he has a good fastball. You may want to shade, maybe towards left and left center.
The 0-1 popped foul once again. That one's going to reach the out-of-bounds area right behind home plate. 0-2 quickly on Walker Fox.
Pitcher's best friend when you start 0-2. Now you can do whatever you want. You can move it off the plate. You can throw the ball up in the zone, kind of back him off a little bit, backdoor him with the curveball.
Hersey comes set. The 0-2. High for ball 1.
Yes, and that's where Jade won that location. He want that ball up. He want to change the eye level of the hitter. Now hopefully he comes back with the curveball, and I would hope he'd be backdoor off the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. High, evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Walker Fox.
So he wanted it off the plate, but he wanted to throw another fastball, which is okay. I think he wanted that ball more down to really make the hitter think.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 are out. Top of the 3rd. Foul back. Stayed alive, did Fox. Back to the screen it goes.
Yeah, Josiah's not shy right now. He's really dealing fastballs up, down, inside, away. Still has a good pitch right here he can waste if he needs to.
Two. Missed low for ball 3. Runs it full 3-2.
Yeah, Jada wanted a curveball, but Josiah shook him off. I think he really felt strong with his fastball.
Payoff pitch. Down the line and going to be off the glove of Jackson Hersey. they'll keep Fox at first. Run or a hit or an error. What do you think?
That was the hit, because what happened there, when the ball went down the line, it hit the bag. So it kicked back to Josiah, or to
Carson Allison.
Jackson.
yeah, sorry. Got me confused. I'm looking at
Jackson,
both of
Josiah.
them. To Jackson, to his right side, and he had to kick back on that ball, and it was a difficult play for him. I mean, it was set up beautifully. He was going to field it, flip it, and go.
It took a funny hop. Brings Carson Allison to the plate with a runner at first and 2 are out. He has the only hit so far off of Josiah Hersey that came back in the first inning. And Allison takes low for ball 1.
Again, with plus wheels on first base, he's really want to get started. And if Allison gets on the swing, ball in the gap's going to score him. We've got to really play it tight here. Josiah's got to hold him closely. Doesn't always mean throwing the ball over. Stare him down, get him frustrated, make the hitter call time.
Allison waits. The 1-0 in for a strike.
Yeah, good fastball right there. Allison called times many times his first at bat. Maybe Josiah can make him do it again. Not sure the umpire would know that. Probably get the umpire upset with the hitter. Bigger lead right now.
Now throw over to first and back safely. Walker Fox. That's how the top of the second ended. A pickoff at first.
Sometimes there's a signal from the first baseman like, yeah, he's got a really big lead now. Like, here's another half-step lead.
Now a throw over again. Back is Fox once again.
And I love that because, again, Walker Fox is just a different high school player, and you got to treat him with respect. And you don't want him going on the run or stealing second base with a really good hitter up. Bigger lead now, another half step.
The 1-1, runner takes off in the air, hit and run. Backpedaling is Bowles, and he's going to make the play in center field for the final out. Carson Allison put a charge in it, but Bowles able to track it down. Pisgah strands a runner as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. We are still scoreless at McConnell Field.
Chris Rummins Construction is a family-owned, licensed building contractor servicing the Franklin, Highlands, and Cashers area, specializing in custom home construction, remodels, and additions, as well as custom trim and closet cabinetry. Start your project today with Chris Rummins Construction.
Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the third inning in a scoreless game here at McConnell Field. We've got some broadcasts coming up in the month of April. We're going to transition from baseball and do a couple of softball games. The next broadcast is baseball on the 18th against West Henderson, the defending 3A state champions, here at McConnell Field. And some softball action next Friday against the Pisgah Sugar Bears. And then more softball on the 23rd and a couple of soccer games to round out the month of April. And then we'll have softball or baseball. It's still up in the air. I have officially softball up here, but we're still deciding which game, and there's a possibility that if things worked out, we could do both senior night festivities and then the senior night festivities on May the 6th for the girls soccer team against West Henderson. And the state playoffs begin. Hopefully, either the softball team or the baseball team will have a first-round playoff game. Softball team undefeated, taking on East Henderson tonight. They moved that game up from tomorrow night to tonight because of some impending bad weather. It's going to be 8, 9, and 1, the Panthers. Damian Bowles, Reed Raby, and Ian Knapp to bat here in the bottom half of the third inning. And the first offering is high for ball 1.
Here's another one of our really young freshmen that I know we are really excited about.
And for a strike.
You just saw him in center field take a good jump on that and get behind the ball and Allison's drive.
1-1, tapped foul at the plate. Takes the count of ball, 2 strikes to Damian Bowles.
Now you just saw something different from Wester, who's been starting off every hitter with a curveball. He just started off Bowles with 2 fastballs. You can tell on that second pitch on that fastball, he was expecting curveball and kind of froze him. So now he's got him really thinking right here.
The 1-2. Pop foul. Down the first base line. He'll take off, but that one's well foul. Stays a ball, 2 strikes to Damian Bowles. First opportunity at the plate for Bowles tonight against Wester, who works a lot quicker than Josiah Hersey. He is up there and ready to go.
I'm sure Bowles and Wester have seen each other throughout their lives.
1-2. That one is hit by the third baseman. Able to be scooped briefly by the shortstop, but he had no chance. And that'll be a single for Damian Bowles and a base runner for the Panthers. The leadoff man is on here in the bottom half of the third inning. That'll bring Reed Raby to the plate.
Good for Damian. Really good hard hit in the hole. Showed some good wheels down to first base. So now we got pretty good speed on first base. We got a really good runner at the plate right now in Reed Raby. I wonder if Jared's going to put something on small ball way.
Raby the DH tonight. At the 9-hole, he squares. Did he offers? The question. That one was outside the zone for ball 1.
And that's a good idea. At least for the hitter like Reed, he's been up and down the lineup trying to find a spot for him. Usually showing bunt kind of gives him the idea. Just kind of get that barrel out there and see the pitch.
Now a throw over to first and back safely is Damian Bowles. Awaiting the 1-0 now. Another snap throw over to first and back safely as Damian Bowles.
That was a real good move by Wester.
It was.
I mean, Damian doesn't have that like a really big lead, but man, that was pretty quick feet, quick arm.
1-0. That one's butted foul. Back to the screen.
Yeah, if you feel like that barrel is going to go below the knob and below your hands, just pull back. And because, again, if he connects and the ball can go straight up as a pop-up, and that's the last thing you want as a coach to see is to see that. Because then, again, if he pulls back, it's 2-0.
Now, again, a throw over and back safely is Bowles.
And you should expect maybe a fastball 2-0, but he's thrown a 2-0 curveball before.
And again, a throw over. Here's the 1-1. Bowles takes off. Fouled off. The hit and run was on.
Yeah, Wester tried to quick pitch him there a little bit, throw over a few times. Hope the runner is not really set, ready to take off, and he got back on the mound real fast, got set and went. And obviously we had a hit and run on, and it's good for Reed to do that. Try to put the ball in play.
The 1-2 is high. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Like to see Reed really choke up a little bit, kind of cut his swing down.
A throw over again, and back safely is Damian Bowles.
Really cut his swing down and maybe hopefully push the ball to the right side because he's got really great wheels.
2-2. Well outside, runs it full, 3-2.
Now Reed can't expect a fastball here because, again, Zach Wester has really great command on his curveball, and he'll throw it at any count. So he has to really cut down, look for that pitch, and just get that ball in play.
Payoff pitch. Runner takes off in the air. Straight up to shoot, foul territory. The first baseman will make the play, and racing back from second was Bowles, and he got back just in time to keep from being doubled up. 1 gone here at the bottom of the third inning. That'll bring to the plate Ian Knepp.
That was too close for comfort. I saw on Damian's base hit when he went hard down the down the line for he didn't peek. You got to see where that ball is sometime. And when you're on first base and you take off, you got to peek in because of that situation right there. You can tell where that dirt towards the bag is really messed up. He was way down the line, almost got thrown back or thrown out.
It's Ian Knepp at the plate. Grounded to short his only time up. He's 0 for 1. Now throw over. Bowles back.
I mean, they're trying to play the same game as us. We're really trying to limit, runners advancing and run scoring just like they are.
First pitch sent towards third. Rigsby up with it. Goes to second for 1. To first in time. The Twin killing. 5-4-3 double play, and that's going to retire the side for the Panthers here in the bottom half of the third inning. We are still scoreless as we head to the fourth. Stay with us.
My name is Tanner Jones. I'm a sophomore and I play golf. My grandpa influenced me and taught me how to play golf. My favorite golfer is Tiger Woods. That's it. Oh! Hey, he's out of here. My favorite course so far that I've played on is Springdale Country Club. I would like to play college golf at Division II or higher, and I'd also like to move on to the Corn Ferry Tour.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home.
Welcome back. Top of the fourth. Josiah Hersey making his final warm-up tosses for the Panthers. 4, 5, and 6 in the Coach Harold Shepard order for the Black Bears. It's going to be Boone Carver that'll lead it off. He was a victim of a strikeout his only time up. Zach Wester, the pitcher, and Owen Rigsby slated to bat here in the top half of the fourth inning as the throw goes down to second, and Carver strolls to the plate. Got a good one going here at McConnell Field, Macon Middle School this evening, and it's a scoreless game. Both teams have just 2 hits. Both pitchers have been able to pitch out of some trouble and are dominating in their own right. Here's the first offering from Hersey. That one's going to be sent to short. Knapp up with it to first in time. 6-3, 1 pitch, 1 out.
Pitcher's best friend. Get the leadoff hitter with 1 pitch, get half the outs. I know the math doesn't make sense, but it does.
Number 6, the pitcher, Zach
It's going to be Zach Wester, the pitcher, that'll stroll up to the right-handed batter's box. He was a victim of a ground out. His only time up against Hersey so far in the evening. Owen Rigsby on deck. 1 gone, top half of the fourth. Glad you're with us on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. I'm George Young alongside Ryan Haley. First offering in for a strike. Executive producer tonight, Philip Angel. Glad that you have decided to spend a little bit of your Monday evening getting set for the national championship game. That's what we're doing. We're just kind of an appetizer for the big show later on tonight about 9 o'clock. The 0-1 is a little outside. 4-1. Should be a good one with UConn and Purdue.
Oh, there's basketball tonight?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Usually the fans around here, when NC State's done, they're done.
Oh, and North Carolina. And Duke. Nobody knows basketball exists after those 3 teams are out. That one is sent back foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Unique year where both NC State and UConn's men's and women's teams made the Final Four.
Craziness.
It is. 1-2 from Hersey. In the air, shallow center, and going to be caught by Malachi Hayes. He came over in front of Ian Knapp for out number 2.
Number 2,
That's going to bring to the plate
Owen Rigsby.
Owen Rigsby. He's the DH in the Coach Shepard lineup. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the second inning. And it was caught hanging off the bag at first and picked off. Nice pitch.
Yeah, Josiah's really settling in right now. Again, throwing, pounding strikes, inside, outside, throwing a curveball if he has to, but he doesn't have to. He can show it.
The 0-1 to Rigsby. Did he check his swing? Went around, the umpire says. For strike 2.
As we say, that's a very well-located fastball. Now he can do anything he wants. He's got 4 pitches to work with. Let's see him go up in the zone for him to chase.
The 0-2 fouled off at the plate.
Umpire got hurt again. He always gets hurt.
It hit him? I didn't see.
All right.
Must have clipped him on the shoulder.
Where's the hands of Jesus at, Lynette?
I saw Lynette.
Where is
That's
she?
her husband. I don't see Lynette.
He doesn't care.
You over at softball? Okay. she's down at the softball field is what Philip said.
So Jared's going to play doctor over there. Look at Greenwood. Yeah, man, just rub some ice on it. You all right?
Sometimes jokes are the best medicine. Yeah. Laugh it off, tell a few corny jokes, and you forget about the fact that your arm's hurting.
Well, Greenwood is very funny.
Yeah, that is true.
He did make the umpire laugh. Maybe he may get a call right here for doing that.
Yeah, you butter him up, too. That's also a goal if you're the head coach. Butter him up. Get him on your side somehow, some way. All right, we're set now. 0-2 the count on Owen Rigsby.
Syrian wants it. Look at that Coach Taylor over there giving the signals. Wants that ball up.
The 0-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 1, 2, 3 go the Pisgah Black Bears. In the top half of the fourth inning, we are still scoreless here at Macon Middle. Stay with us.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning here at McConnell Field. Scoreless game, but as even as it can be. 2 hits for both teams as Zach Wester makes his final warm-up toss, and it heads down to second. And we'll get this bottom half of the fourth underway with the middle part of the order for the Panthers due up. It's Anderson Terrell, Malachi Hayes, and Jackson Hersey slated to bat as Terrell stands in. He tapped back to the pitcher. His only time up so far in the ball game. Check that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Anderson is our hottest hitter right now in the lineup. And again, I'm sure Anderson has seen Wester through all the years.
And the first offering is swung on and missed. Got out in front, looked like a curve.
He tried to stay back as long as possible, just not his pitch to hit.
The 0-1 tapped back to the pitcher. Wester fires over to first, and it's one gone here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-3 goes Terrell again. That'll bring Malachi Hayes to the plate. Hayes with a triple back in the first inning.
Yeah, Anderson looks like he was out front like a lot of our hitters, just kind of trying to get that barrel out there, rolling it over. Again, with this type of pitcher who wants to start curveball first, which he's going to do every hitter, especially at the top of the lineup, you got to really, really just get that good stride and keep your hands back and wait.
Malachi Hayes sends it softly towards short. It's right up with it to first, down the line, and they'll say he applied the tag for out number 2.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy's right.
So Coach Greenwood's going to ask the home plate umpire because he actually has that line to see it. And hopefully the umpire is going to make the correct call here. He was way off. But a lot of times these crews, man, they're going to back each other up.
2 gone. That'll bring to the plate Jackson Hersey. Hersey is 0 for 1. 6-3 goes Malachi Hayes.
Man, that's a tough call.
Hersey sends it back foul.
because every runner on base is so extremely important. Again, it's 0-0. Both pitchers are absolutely dealing, and we got to get runners on and start making movements.
0-1. Missed high, 4-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Very impressed with this young right-hander. He's really doing a good job.
High. Ball 2. Will Rowers on deck. 2 gone in the inning for the Panthers. Bottom of the 4th we play. Now time called at the plate.
Okay. Very smart by the catcher. He's trying to get the outfield line a little bit. Trying to get the shade down.
2-1. Swung on and missed. Evens it up.
I mean, Harold Shepard, he's an outstanding coach. His teams are well coached. He's going to hammer it down in them.
2-2. Popped straight up. And it's going to reach the seats. Right behind home plate. And he stays alive, does Jackson Hersey. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I just know a lot of Jackson's hits in the last 3, 4, 5 games has been to right center. But I guess they want to shade him to pull.
Panthers coming at 4-7, 1-5 in the conference, 6-6 of the Pisgah Black Bears. 2-2 in the air, left field, pretty well hit. Left fielder backpedaling near the track, and he makes the play. Or Jones will retire Jackson Hersey. That's going to retire the side here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hersey put a charge at it. It came up a few feet short. Top of the 5th we go in a scoreless game.
Chris Rummans Construction is a family-owned, licensed building contractor servicing the Franklin, Highlands, and Cashers area, specializing in custom home construction, remodels, and additions, as well as custom trim and closet cabinetry. Start your project today with Chris Rummans Construction.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th we go. Still scoreless here at McConnell Field. Bottom of the order for the Pisgah Black Bears due up. It's Eli Rigsby, Maddox Wright, and Braden Surratt. Rigsby flied out, his only time up against Josiah Hersey, who remains on the mound for Jared Greenwood and the Panthers. First one sent hard, scooped by Rowers to first in time. What a play.
Wow. Outstanding. Picked that ball real quick, fired it over there. And Rigsby's like, what just happened? He's stunned.
That was a hard hit ball. The only chance he had was to backhand it. That'll bring to the plate Maddox Wright. He's a left-handed batter, and he struck out his only time up against Josiah Hersey. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th inning.
And just remember, fans, that's a freshman at third base.
Hersey deals, swung on and missed. 0-1 on Maddox Wright.
Yeah, he's been late so far. His first at bat was really late in the fastball. I think Josiah was really trying to challenge him to see if he can hit it. Here's another one right there.
The 0-1. Squares, bunts, foul down the third baseline. Quickly in the hole, 0-2 is Maddox Wright. The non-hole hitter in Braden Surratt is on deck. And if anybody reaches, we'll see the top of the order. Right in the hole, 0-2.
Playing everybody straight away right here.
The 0-2 pitch. Foul back. Just stays alive, does Wright.
Man, he's really flying out with his stance there, with his swing. Again, left-handed hitters love that ball middle in, middle down, and down and in. I like to see him really go away with the hard fastball. It's like he's setting up away right now.
The 0-2 inside for ball one.
Not the location that Coach Taylor wants. I mean, you almost want to be in that right-hander's batter's box right now and kind of really set up out there and see if you can hit that spot. It's working that way again.
The 1-2 pitch. High. Evens it up.
Just can't hit that spot right now. But again, you're 0-2. You can waste a pitch, but this is the one that you have really got to, see if you can do some damage here. Again, still want to work away.
2-2 pitch. A little outside for ball three. The count now is full 3-2.
Yeah, he tried to backdoor him there. Just the ball just way too far off the plate.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled back off the screen. Stays alive. The wind starts to pick up here. Impending weather tomorrow, and not looking good for the rest of the week. Hopefully we'll get the game in tomorrow. Also a game Friday. Time called at the plate. And stepping out, Maddox right.
Yeah, tomorrow looks very difficult with the weather. Rain all day. Not sure how Smokies Field's going to handle it.
3-2 pitch. Just missed ball four.
It's a great location, and the reason why he didn't get that call was the previous three pitches. It was really off the plate, up, too far away. And, if he's really dealing strikes, over and over and over, he may have gotten that call. And sometimes these umpires really want you to prove it.
And Tom going to be called at the plate as it's Braden Surratt that's at the plate. Victim of a strikeout his only time up at the dish. One gone, runner at first. Hersey comes set. Surratt squared. Runner took off. Ball heading into left field. Ryan going to stay put at second because it didn't get too terribly far and he fell down.
Now, we don't have to panic here. We're at the bottom of the order. We got one out. It's okay. Now, you got a runner at second base, pretty good wheels. You want to keep him honest. That was very unfortunate. You got to really keep him tight because we're having a hard time getting runners on ourselves.
Surd squares around.
It scares me.
And rears back, hits it into shallow right field. No man's land, caught by Malachi Hayes. Fires it back into the infield, and they can't double up. Maddox right. What a play by Malachi Hayes. That had no man's land written all over it. Two gone.
Two things there. First of all, very dangerous. It didn't seem like a bunt situation there with a runner at second base and one out. And he's showing bunt, and our first baseman, Jackson Hersey's crashing, and that turned out to be a slash. Very dangerous, just dangerous for our first baseman. Hopefully, again, didn't take that shot there. And a great play by Malachi. He really saved the game there with that outstanding defensive effort.
Isaiah Mintz now at the plate. He's struck out and drew a walk in the ball game, and he takes low for ball one. Issues for Rogers. He finally secures it, keeps the runner at second.
I'm telling you, every few steps that runner takes as a secondary lead, it's scary on a base hit. I would love to see Malachi really stay near that bag, maybe keep more Ian in the hole, and just keep that runner tight. Want him leaning back or taking a step back. Malachi's a little bit close, and he's stepping back a little bit.
1-0, sent into right field, hooking, foul. Evens it up, at a ball and a strike, just a loud strike.
And that's the other thing, too. Sometimes the location of your fastball or your pitches can dictate who's going to hold the runner on. So if you're going to work away, you might as well just have your shortstop kind of working more than the second baseman because you want that ball to go to right field or go to the right side. But our middle infield should see the location and kind of determine who's got him.
1 ball, 1 strike. Sounds like a monkey in the dugout. Up the middle and off the glove of Hersey. Knapp faked the throw, threw down to third, hanging off the bag. Was right. They're going to say he's safe. That'll be a fielder's choice for Mintz. He'll reach first. Now runners on the corner.
Josiah saved the run by getting that glove on the ball there. Looks like they were pretty upset. They may have had him hanging off the bag too far on that turn.
It was close. And now we're going to get Coach Greenwood out of the dugout to have a word with the umpires.
And I'll tell you what, and Coach Greenwood is not a screamer. He's not going to cuss anybody out. But what he's going to say is just, listen, you guys got us in that first call on that tag to first base. That did not happen when Malachi was out. Now over here, you're favoring Pisgah one more time where the runners kind of hung out to dry there, and we had him on a tag. So he's going to bring him in and talk about it, which is good. See what the discussion is.
Walker Fox is going to be at the plate.
And this is a very dangerous situation because, again, you got Pisgah's probably best hitter out here, and there's 2 outs, which is positive.
Fox has one of the 2 hits for Pisgah. Came back in the 3rd inning. Discussion continues.
You see, and Coach Greenwood just showed him. He says, listen, you just said early in the game when our runner's going through the bag that he got tagged on the elbow, and he pointed to it, and he pointed at first base. And now over here, you're making this call. So what's the deal? What are you looking at?
Fox is ready to go as the discussion is over.
And
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, and a lot of times, Greenwood or any coach is going to kind of put that in their head back down the road in future games. Like, they're watching. Better make a better call.
Fox, left-handed batter, as Rogers signals to the infield.
I think Harold brought a pet animal. Somebody's
yelping
in the dugout.
It sounds like a monkey or I don't know. First offering sent foul down the right field line.
Hope those cars got insurance, which I think they do.
That one almost reached the parking lot, but it was luckily in foul territory.
As a pitcher, I'm being careful with him. There is a base open. I mean, if you got to walk him, fine. That lead runner at third base is the one you really don't want to score. And this is the hitter that Pisgah wants up.
He's reached every plate appearance, fielder's choice, and a hit his last time up. Up the middle, base hit. That'll play to run, and Pisgah has opened up a 1-0 lead.
I would have been very careful with Walker Fox here. I don't want to second guess what we're trying to do. Josiah's throwing well. He's an elite pitcher in our conference. But again, with runs as a premium, and 1 run can win the game, I'm being very selective. I would not be in the zone. I'll be out of the zone, off speed, making chase. And if I walk him, walk him. Listen, you guys seen back in the day when Barry Bonds, the bases loaded, they're going to walk him. Yeah. If the game is, if they're up by 2 or 3 runs.
So that's going to bring Carson Allerson to the plate. Allison has a single, and he flied out. Now a meeting between shortstop, pitcher, and catcher now on the mound. Runners at first and second for the Pisgah Black Bears. Now up 1-0. Allison, the third batter in the Pisgah Black Bear order.
It's where hitting charts play a very important role. Where are the hitters hitting? What are they spraying to? What pitch was it? What was the count?
Hersey comes set and out in front for strike 1.
And that was a great pitch because, again, Josiah started every hitter this game with a fastball. And Allison's up there saying, you know what? He's pretty much starting every hitter with a fastball. I'm going to jump on that first one, made him chase the slider. And this is a very dangerous hitter also. Got to be careful.
Here's the 0-1. Inside for strike 2.
Allison's looking around.
Almost hit him.
He's like, where am I at? What is this? That was not a strike, fans. But that's okay. We'll take it.
Awaiting the 0-2 pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 1.
I love that idea. Threw a really good pitch off the plate a little bit, enough to chase. But again, Allison's a really good hitter. He knew that was coming. He's looking for the fastball.
Runners at first and second with 2 out. The 1-2 offering from Hersey. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Hersey. Limits the damage to just 1 run here in the top half of the 5th inning. Pisgah strands 2 on the base pads, and as we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's the Black Bears up 1-0. Stay with us.
My name is Tanner Jones. I'm a sophomore and I play golf. My grandpa influenced me and taught me how to play golf. My favorite golfer is Tiger Woods. Miss it. Oh! Hey, he's out of here. My favorite course so far that I've played on is Springdale Country Club. I would like to play college golf at Division II or higher, and I'd also like to move on to the Corn Ferry Tour.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home.
Pisgah now with a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And Zach Wester remains on the hill for Coach Shepard. And he's going to face Will Rowers, Jaden Rogers, and Attic Sutton, 5, 6, and 7 in the Coach Jared Greenwood Panther order. Rowers is 0 for 1. This is only his second opportunity to face Zach Wester as he has really silenced the bats for the Panthers. Only 2 hits so far. Scattered 2 hits has Wester. Rowers, that'll settle into the right-handed batter's box.
Yeah, Rowers hit a good hit last time, but just a little bit.
First offering is sent slowly up the middle and past a diving shortstop, Maddox Wright, for a base hit. The Panthers have the leadoff runner on. That's the 3rd hit off of Zach Wester. That'll bring Jaden Rogers to the plate. Rogers, victim of a strikeout, his only time up.
I meant to say that Rowers hit hard last time, but right out of a fielder and got thrown out. But again, he sees them very well because it's probably, since they're both freshmen, have faced each other a lot in the past.
Yep.
But it's really good to have elite, speed on the base passes.
First one in the dirt, fires down to first, does Boone Carver, the catcher, and back safely is Rowers.
Yeah, we need to be very careful here. Just kind of see the sequence of these pitches to make the determination if Jerry wants to put a hit and run on, put a straight steal, delayed steal. I mean, he's got a lot to work with very good wheels, plus speed at first base.
The 1-0, squaring around, bunts. The bunt and run was on, and they're going to throw down to second. Rowers was hanging off, but he got back safely, so that'll move the runner over with the 1-3 sack bunt. That'll bring Attic Sutton to the plate. Now runner in scoring position with 1 gone as Sutton strolls up, and he tapped back to the pitcher his only time up against Wester in this game. Both Wester and Carver will now meet at the mound and talk it over.
Probably got the book on Addicts right here so far, because I know they keep charts over there, see where his location to get him out of here is. But, I like to see Addicts kind of back up a little bit in the box and really start his load early and, get that barrel out front.
Time called at the plate as Sutton will step out. Wester comes set, delivers, and Sutton fouls it off at the plate for strike one.
Hitters got memories. At Addicts, that first at bat, he saw 2 curveballs to start. And then this at bat, he sees a hard fastball kind of up and in. Kind of got him fooled a little bit. If I'm Addicts, I'm sitting on a curveball right now.
The 0-1 bounces up to Carver. It'll even it up at a ball and a strike.
And I'm still sitting curveball because, again, the majority of these at-bats, he has thrown mostly curveballs. He's probably, I'm going to say, 55-45 curveball to fastball.
The 1-1 in the air pretty well, left center. And a diving play is not going to be made by Walker Fox. That'll score a run. We are tied at 1 apiece.
Great job by Attic Sutton there. Again, things that we've been talking about with him the last few games. He seems to get jammed a little bit, but if he gets that barrel out front of him, he's going to hit the ball hard. And the thing about Walker Fox is he's an elite center fielder, with great speed, and he made a great diving attempt and went off his glove.
That's going to bring Damian Bowles to the plate as we are back knotted up. It was 0-0 until this inning when Pisgah was able to score a run. One's in for a strike.
Kind of surprised to see the first baseman creeping up a little bit. I can see him play the grass, but creeping up here, especially when Damian had a nice base hit last time. And he's seen Wester for, a lot of years since they're both in the same grade.
Chase that one out of the zone, 0-2. Credit Carver able to keep it in front of him, and will keep Attic Sutton at second.
Could have been a good opportunity early in the count to kind of base hit butt him to the third baseline, knowing that the third baseman's got to stay back with the runner on second base. Now he's got to shorten his swing down to choke up.
Sutton gets a lead at second. Waiting the 0-2. Low and outside. Ball 2 strikes is again Carver able to keep it in front of him and keep Sutton at second.
Yeah, great discipline by Damian Bowles to lay off that pitch. But again, he needs to continue to expect that curveball. He needs to sit curveball, go quick on the fastball. But choke the bat up a little bit, just push the ball to the right side. Second baseman's working the runner. Whole right side is wide open.
1-2 is fouled back. Stays alive at a ball 2 strikes.
That was a great swing there. He just missed this pitch. That runner at second base can mean the game for us, and him putting the ball in play right here to the right side will be absolutely huge.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off at the plate, and again, Bowles stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes.
Love to see an inside-out swing here, especially with 2 strikes and a young hitter up. You know what I mean by that is pretty much stay hands inside the baseball and let that barrel kind of drag through. And drive it to the right side and, get a base hit RBI.
Bowles waits for the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That was a nasty pitch.
Yeah, again, both pitchers tonight have done a really good job dealing. Josiah again is bringing the hard fastball, and Wester has outstanding command in that curveball, and he's throwing it at any count, keeping our hitters off balance.
Reed Raby now bats, the DH in the lineup tonight. He flied out his only time up against Zach Wester. Came back in the third inning. 2 out, runner at second. Run in for the Panthers. Tied at 1 apiece. We play on at the bottom of the 5th inning as Raby takes a strike on the outside corner.
With 2 outs, the first baseman still feeling like it could be a base hit push bunt to him. He's really on the grass, kind of creeping a little bit with 2 outs, which, I mean, he respects Reed's wheels.
0-1. Foul back quickly in the hole, 0-2. Top of the order on deck if Raby can reach.
You know, Reed is extremely strong. I mean, I could see him really push one through the gap here.
Awaiting the 0-2. That one misses outside for ball 1. Ball 2 strikes on Reed Raby.
Hopefully with a dominant off-speed pitcher right here, Reed's really looking curveball. Really going to stay back as long as he can. Keep his hands inside the baseball.
Wester comes set. Now the old fake to second, and back safely is Attic Sutton. Now he quick pitched him, and it's fouled back.
I mean, again, you got to be a student of the game. In the dugout, when things are happening and you're watching the game, getting ready to hit, or you got to see how this pitcher's reacting. He did that earlier in the game with a runner on first base. He's trying to keep that runner really close, so on a base hit, he doesn't score.
The 1-2. Missed outside, evens it up.
Again, same philosophy. I've seen him throw 3-1-2 curveballs. He's not afraid to throw another curveball here with the base open because that run at second base means everything. Putting him on first does not.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 are out. Fouled off. Reed Raby is senior versus the freshman pitcher, Zach Wester.
I could hear Coach Shepard in the dugout challenging his pitcher.
2-2. On the infield, slow roller to short. Everybody's safe. As the throw goes over, Reed Raby beats it. And Sutton heads down to third. Runners on the corners now. That's going to bring the top of the order to the plate.
See, these hitters have got to see that. You know, expecting curveball every pitch, putting the ball in play, using your speed. Reed has elite speed. Shortstop's playing back because it's 2 outs, and he gets himself a base hit. Now we got first and third. Great wheels at first base. Ian is an outstanding hitter.
Ian Knepp was – he hit into a double play his last time up, and he tapped short back at the first inning to lead off the bottom half of the first. Is time going to be called at the plate, and Knepp steps out.
As a coach, you can see how they're going to play possibly a steal here with the shortstop way in the hole.
Now throw over, Raby back safely at first.
So if you're the runner and you're Coach Greenwood and you're watching how the alignment is set here, either the second baseman is going to make that catch or he's going to cut across on the first and third.
Just missed. Want to know the count to Ian Knepp.
I think Wester broke his neck turning to the side like, where was that pitch? First pitch curveball. And that was an outstanding pitch.
Raby at first, Sutton at third, 1-0, foul back, evens it up.
I like to see Coach Greenwood put Reed on the run here, apply pressure to the infield, kind of see what's going to happen. And we used to do back in the old days a first and third situation and have the runner, first baseman, getting a run down and try to get this runner to score. It'd be a great opportunity to pull that off right now if they've worked on that.
1-1, Raby takes off, shot past the third baseman, shortstop able to scoop, fires to first, not in time, run scores and the Panthers take a 2-1 lead.
Great job right there. Unconventional base hit to score a run and get us the lead. Now we got first and third.
Raby heads down to second. That's going to bring Anderson Terrell to the plate as Sutton comes home to score. Panthers have plated 2 runs here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Anderson Terrell is 0 for 2. Both tapped back to the pitcher. He squares and bunts. Out in front, who wants it? The catcher fields to first, not in time.
George, I love it. You got 2 outs. You got the fielders playing back. You know, Anderson's a gamer. I know there's been players in the past who I'm going to try to hit a 10-run home run. You know, he's going to get himself a hit. He knows if he puts the pressure on the defense that can happen, and it does happen.
Infield single for Anderson Terrell. That's going to bring to the plate Malachi Hayes. He tripled back in the first inning, and he tapped to short. The left-hand batter waits. Now we've got time called. It looks like Coach Harold Shepard going to come out and talk to his infield and pitcher.
He may pull him here to probably bring in a different pitcher with a lot of velocity. Or he could be talking about the situation. He knows he's throwing well. But sometimes with you have the best hitter on our team right now, Malachi, the way he's hitting, obviously, you got nowhere to put him. He's going to leave him in there. He's probably challenging his pitcher. Says, listen, that's a tough break. It's only a 1-run game. Let's get him out.
So the bases are juiced. Malachi Hayes coming to bat. He's the 8th man to bat here in the inning.
You know, last year giving Josiah 3 runs was an automatic win. You know, I like to see a base hit to give him a 3-run lead. Not saying automatic win, but it really takes the pressure off his shoulders.
Hayes sends it on a line, caught by the shortstop, Maddox Wright, for out number 3. So the Panthers leave the bases loaded in the bottom half of the 5th inning, but plate 2 runs and pound out 4 hits of the inning. And as we head to the 6th, it's the Panthers now up 2-1.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. We head to the top of the 6th inning here at McConnell Field, Headland Sports Complex. 2-1. The Panthers have gained the lead for the first time in this ball game as Josiah Hersey makes his final warm-up tosses as the throw goes down to second. Middle part of the order due up for the Pisgah Black Bears is going to be Boone Carver, Zach Wester, and Owen Rigsby slated to bat. 4, 5, and 6 for Coach Harold Shepard. Carver, victim of a strikeout, and he grounded out to short. He's 0 for 2.
George, there's many things in play right here.
Carver takes high for ball 1.
Number 1 is we need to know the pitch count of Josiah. Number 2 is I'm sure Coach Green would love for him to finish this game to really give him that confidence of starting and completing a game. And the 3rd, after this pitch.
1-0 in the air. And going to be caught by Malachi Hayes on the infield for out number 1. So 1 gone. That'll bring Zach Wester to the plate.
The last game that we broadcast, we saw Abram Appel come in and throw absolutely flames. And I think he saw the switch go on. So he's down there getting loose in the bullpen. And I think he's probably found that role that Greenwood's been looking for.
First offering from Hersey is high for ball 1.
But very key, though, was that first at bat by getting a quick out, trying to keep his pitch count down and keep him healthy going to the last inning. And that's obviously the goal here.
The 1-0. In for a strike.
good spot there, good location. As we are in the back half of the lineup here for Pisgah, we'd love to get through this pretty quickly if we can.
Here's the 1-0. Check that, the 1-1. Almost hit him, got out of the way. 2-1.
I just heard a fan, he tried to hit you. And it's like, no, he did not.
Yeah.
Not in this situation. That's just a ball that got away.
He tried to hit you in the head's what I heard. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes now.
I mean, Josiah lives and die in the middle half of the plate towards the hitter. So either he's going to hit you or he's going to really make your thumbs go all over the infield.
The wind picking up here. Here to our microphone. The 2-2. Fouled back, stays alive. Does Wester.
I love this approach. I said it earlier in the game. Be a fastball strike thrower. Run the ball inside out, 2-seam, 4-seam. Locating it, keeping your arm healthy, keeping your arm strong. And he's doing it right now.
Two. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 gone. That'll bring Owen Rigsby to the plate.
Number 2, designated hitter, Owen Rigsby.
7 strikeouts now for Josiah Hersey. Rigsby in the ball game was a victim of a strikeout. That came back in the 4th inning, and he was hit by a pitch. In the air, shallow right field. Sutton camps under it, makes the play for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 for the Black Bears at the top half of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom half with the Panthers up 2-1. Stay with us.
Chris Rummans Construction is a family-owned, licensed building contractor servicing the Franklin, Highlands, and Cashers area, specializing in custom home construction, remodels and additions, as well as custom trim and closet cabinetry. Start your project today with Chris Rummans Construction.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th we go. Zach Wester remains on the hill for the Black Bears as he's going to make his final warm-up tosses once his catcher gets out there. We've talked about how pivotal this ball game is for really both teams, and you see the standings in the Mountain 7 Conference now. You see Pisgah a game ahead of the Panthers in the win column as Franklin's played 1 more ball game or 2 more ball games in conference. You can see that the Panthers could pick up a much-needed win if they can close this one out up 2-1.
Yeah, the hard part for us, though, is, Pisgah has already played West Henderson and Tuscola this year, which is the top 2 teams in the conference. So they're going to finish with East next week. And then, obviously, North Henderson is going to be a difficult matchup because they're playing a really good baseball this year. And they're going to end with a very struggling Smoky Mountain team. So Pisgah's really, in seriousness in the driver's seat here. So we just got to keep winning and keep our RPI rating going up if we possibly can.
As you see, it's a busy week for the Panthers, stepping out of conference a couple of ball games. And then conference game tomorrow night against Smoky Mountain if the weather holds out. Not looking good right now. So it's going to be the middle part of the order for the Panthers. Hersey, the cleanup hitter, takes a ball. Hersey and Rowers, along with Rogers, slated to bat here.
Started off Hersey with a curveball again. Again, I think all the hitters are starting to take note because their swings look a lot different than they did in the 1st and 2nd inning. They're really staying back and really getting the barrel on the ball.
1-0. Takes low ball 2. Hersey coming into this at bat is 0 for 2. Fly out and the ground out.
As strong as his command with the curveball has been.
2-0. Swung on and missed.
He has left a few up for us to really hit it hard. So I think a lot of these hitters are going to look for that. And if they get 2 strikes, they're going to choke up and put the ball in play because we saw a lot of that in the last 3 innings.
The 2-1. In the air, pretty well hit, center field. Fox is going to camp under it to his right and make the play for out number 1. Will Rowers comes to bat with 1 gone and nobody on. Rowers so far in the ball game is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. That led off the 5th inning where the Panthers scored 2 runs. And he grounded out to short back in the 2nd inning.
Will's really coming along with the bat now. Obviously, you saw him flash the glove early in the game.
Rowers sends that one into right field. Mintz, he's under it for out number 2. So quickly 2 gone. And that'll bring Jaden Rogers to the plate. Rogers struck out and had a beautiful sacrifice bunt to move the runner over back of that 2-run 5th inning. Rogers bats with 2 out, nobody on. Pops that one up into shallow right field. Mintz gives chase, and it's going to fall.
So you're a coach, and that's the frustrating part. I can see Coach Greenwood kind of shoulder slump, like, why are you not coming hard out of the box? You should be on 2 there, which is absolutely huge because that's an assurance run. And what Attic Sutton did his last time at bat, where he really just killed the baseball for a double and kind of, you know, tied the ball game up for us. Now we lost that situation.
So Attic Sutton will be at the plate. We're going to get a courtesy runner in for the catcher. Looks like we will.
Jack Scrow.
Jack Scrow will now run at first. And he talked about how critical that run is at first if they can get him into scoring position.
Yep. A lot of you Panther fans, if you know Jack Scrow, he's actually one of the best tennis players in our state. Decided to pick up baseball this year.
First offering to Sutton is a little bit low for ball 1.
He's one of those guys who, I guess when he takes on a challenge, he feels like he conquered it, he's going to try something else. So now he's playing baseball.
Sutton takes strike 1, evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Addicts.
Same philosophy Addicts last time. You know, you got to really choke up and look for the curveball every pitch. Get that barrel out front.
1-1, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Attic Sutton.
I'm sure a lot of these hitters are going to really rethink their approach to pitchers like this moving forward this season.
1-2 offering, bounces up to the catcher Carver, and that'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Inside out swing will really work here.
2-2. Runs it full, 3-2.
Great eye. Good eye. He just kind of saw that ball start out away and let her, run away. 3-2. So in this situation, Jack's going to be on the run. As soon as he lifts, he's gone. Hopefully Alex puts a charge on the ball right here.
3-2. Right down the middle, strike 3. Sutton strikes out looking, and that's going to end the inning for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-1 as we head to the top of the 7th. Stay with us, fans.
My name is Tanner Jones. I'm a sophomore, and I play golf. My grandpa influenced me and taught me how to play golf. My favorite golfer is Tiger Woods. Miss it. Oh! Hey, he's out of here. My favorite course so far that I've played on is Springdale Country Club. I would like to play college golf at Division II or higher, and I'd also like to move on to the Corn Ferry Tour.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, Forever First, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th we go, 2-1 Franklin. Josiah Hersey remains on the hill as we begin the 7th inning. He's going to face the bottom of the Pisgah Black Bear order. Eli Rigsby, Maddox Wright, and Braden Surratt is due up here, 7, 8, and 9 in Coach Harold Shepard's order. Rigsby steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2.
Josiah's got to be careful here. Just stay within himself. Throw the ball hard.
Fly on the ground out. And he takes low and outside for ball 1.
Again, the most crucial hitter in this entire order right now is this leadoff here to get him out.
1-0 in the air. Left field. Terrell will make the play for out number 1. A little dangerous.
Tell you what, we don't see our freshmen really panicking. I mean, think about that. You got Damian Bowles that had one charge by Allison earlier in the game. Played it great. Then you have Will Rowers when he snagged that one shot. And then now you see Anderson, a high fly ball coming in.
Maddox Wright now stands in to the left-handed batter's box. Drew a walk, came around to score the only run for Pisgah. Eddie struck out. Eddie takes low and outside for ball 1.
Probably the biggest question mark right now, and hope that Greenwood and Coach Toto is paying attention, is that Abe Appel is not throwing a full game down there. Still got him, for this week to use.
Foul back, evens it up. Had a ball and a strike. Does look like Appel is in the bullpen.
Just got to stay loose and good.
1 ball, 1 strike. Right.
Sometimes you want to bring your pitcher out in the bullpen.
Right waits and takes inside for strike 2.
I mean, I get it, but that's a well-located fastball. Either Right's really crowding the plate. The ball is kind of, it's in a strike zone. It's tough.
Hersey deals a little high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Maddox Wright.
And that's what you want. You're working them in, you're working them away.
Two pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 gone.
Yeah, Wright looks frustrated. I think he was looking for the curveball. He just pounded himself in the chest like, God, Again, with 2 strikes, a lot of these hitters, everywhere, they need to choke up and just really shorten their swing down and put the ball in play.
So it's 9-hole hitter Braden Surratt at the plate, victim of a strikeout and a flyout. 2 out, nobody on. And now Surratt in the hole, 0-1. After that one, heads back to the screen.
We're seeing vintage Hersey here. It's like what we saw all last season, every game.
The 0-1, inside corner, strike 2.
Great pitch. Buckled his knees a little bit. I think the hitter really wants to try to extend his arms, and that's why a lot of pitchers, pound the ball inside because of that.
The 0-2 pitch. In the air and down for a base hit. Into center field. Top of the order we go after Surratt reaches. That's going to bring Isaiah Mintz to the plate.
Now at the top of the order, you have good wheels at first base. This freshman, which he doesn't hit like a freshman, a lot of pressure on his shoulders here. And I think the last thing Coach Green wants to do is remove Hersey. The only way he gets removed is pitch count.
Mintz drew a walk, struck out, and reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 3. See if the wheels are turning on the base pads. That one is in for a strike.
So Pisgah thinks he didn't swing. Harold's calling for a check. Harold knows better than this. There's no way that the field umpire is going to make that call because he doesn't have the angle.
He's behind the pitcher's
right
now.
Home plate umpire. Now Coach Shepard's going to get his fill right now. Here we go. Yeah, so he's asking for help. He says, you called a check swing and it bounced. So this is a key situation. You know, Josiah's got to be careful throwing the ball over there. He does not have a big lead. Coach Shepard does not want to run his runner off a base pass for the third out.
Well, 0-1 the count on the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Mintz. Runner at first, and Braden Surratt. 2 out in the inning. Top of the 7th. Gets away from the catcher, Jaden Rogers. And Surratt heads down to second, so the tying run in scoring position.
Boy, big at bat right here. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position for a tie ball game.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike 2.
You got a young freshman taking on one of the elite pitchers in our conference, senior Josiah Hersey.
Hersey comes set. The 1-2 pitch. A little low and in the dirt, evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was a great pitch. I mean, honestly, that's what you call the waste pitch. If he swings and miss, picks the ball up, throw to first base, we win.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 are out. Runner at second. Hersey comes set. 2-2 in the air, center field. Bowles is going to watch it drop. We are tied at 2 apiece.
I said before, George, you know, Coach Shepard's really excited about these young players for Pisgah, the freshmen and the sophomores. I mean, they're not phased. Took a big, you know, knew the count, saw how he was throwing all game, probably expected a fastball, jumped right over it. So now with a change here, obviously this is going to be a pitch count situation because I guarantee if he had about 15 or 10 left, he was still pitching.
So Pisgah down to their last strike. Surratt able to single. Mintz also able to get a base hit. And a pass ball or wild pitch mixed in there, allowing Surratt to reach second in scoring position. Has tied this game at 2 apiece. Got a new pitcher coming in. It is Abram Appel. He's going to come in to replace Josiah Hersey to try to get the final out and head to the bottom of the 7th inning and try to win it. But you had a golden opportunity to close it out. Man, could not with the non-hole hitter at the plate and Braden Surratt. It's going to be Abram Appel that will make his final warm-up tosses. Fans will be off for about 10 days on the network, our spring break from broadcast, as many of the teams heading on the road, including the baseball team and the softball team. Our next broadcast is coming up on April the 18th against the defending 3A state champion West Henderson Falcons here at McConnell Field. And then next Friday against the Pisgah Black Bears on the softball diamond. Then another Mountain 7 Conference softball game on April 23rd. Got some soccer games in the mix as well. We mentioned this a couple of times, the importance of this ball game really for both teams. You see the conference standings coming into tonight's action. Pisgah 1 game ahead of the Panthers in the win column.
You got Abram Appel coming on the mound now. He has elite strikeout numbers, 15 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts. He's only given up 5 hits. Now the question is he going to stay in the zone? Because the last few outings, he has really stayed in the zone with really good velocity, great velocity. And I think he kind of it clicked last time out. It's like, take the baseball, give me the baseball, I'm getting back on the mound. And his composure, his mannerisms have to absolutely change from that position.
Fox has reached on every plate appearance. A couple of singles and a fielder's choice as he takes high for ball 1.
That was a good pitch, just missed in the zone there.
One-zero in the air, smash down the right field line. A
foul ball. It's a foul ball.
Fair ball according to the umpire. They're going to stop the runner at third as the throw comes in. Runners at second and third.
I'm shocked by that. I mean, that's not even close. That was literally 3 or 4 feet off the line, foul territory.
So that's going to bring to the plate Carson Allison. So 3 consecutive hits for the Black Bears as Allison will be at the plate. He struck out his last time up, flied out and singled. He's 1 for 3.
Wow, okay.
Appel deals high and tight for ball 1.
Again, with 2 outs, with the base open, he doesn't have to be so fine.
Time called at the plate as Allison steps out. One 0 pitch inside, 2-0.
Seemed like a battle between the hitter and the umpire of the time situation here. Abrams like, I just want to throw the baseball. Can you guys get it figured out?
Two-0, foul back. 2 balls and a strike now to Carson Allison. On deck is Boone Carver, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 3.
Again, you're in a hitter's count. Obviously, Abrams going to be a fastball thrower. So hopefully his velocity, which he's been throwing very well, is going to really kick up a notch and blow past the hitter here.
The 2-1 pitch. Bounces away from the catcher, Rogers. Here comes the go-ahead run, and Pisgah has taken a 3-2 lead. Three balls and a strike at the plate to Allison. Now the 4th run for Pisgah, just 90 feet away down at third. Allison, slow trot into that right-handed batter's box. 3-1, ball 4. That'll put runners on the corners. And this has been really unbelievable.
It's pretty disheartening.
Down to their last strike, the Pisgah Black Bears, after Josiah Hersey retired the first 2 batters he saw. The non-hole hitter, Braden Surratt, able to single. Come around to score, tie this game up, and we're going to get a pitching change now. Now Pisgah has strung together 3 hits of the inning, mixed in with a base on ball, and we're going to get a pitching change. And we'll tell you who the new pitcher is here in just a few moments. Stay with us.
My name is Tanner Jones. I'm a sophomore and I play golf. My grandpa influenced me and taught me how to play golf. My favorite golfer is Tiger Woods. Miss it. Oh! Hey, he's out of here. My favorite course so far that I've played on is Springdale Country Club. I would like to play college golf at Division II or higher, and I'd also like to move on to the Corn Ferry Tour.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home. Chris Rummans Construction is a family-owned, licensed building contractor servicing the Franklin, Highlands, and Cashers area, specializing in custom home construction, remodels, and additions, as well as custom trim and closet cabinetry. Start your project today with Chris Rummans Construction.
Number 9.
So it's Ian Knapp now, the second pitcher. We got the third pitcher here in the inning for the Panthers. Josiah Hersey began the inning. Abram Appel came in, replaced him, but now on the mound it's Knapp, new shortstop Will Rowers, Terrell over at third, Boone Carver at the plate, and he fouls the first offering back to the screen. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, he just missed that pitch. Ian left that curveball up high a little bit. Scary situation with a first and third situation, and I know that Harold has something put up here. Try to get that other run home.
Runner at first will take second without a throw.
Oh my gosh! So this is where in the first third situation, you're down by 1 run now. You gotta put something on. A second baseman cutting across on a throw to get the third base runner off the bag.
Swung on and missed.
So now with nothing happening, that runner at second base, that's a 3-run lead if he scores. That's huge.
Knapp comes set. 1-2. Inside. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Again, base open. It's one of their power hitters here. He's throwing a good curveball. He's got him swinging twice on it.
Now time going to be called as Carver steps out. 2-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's going to retire the side for the Pisgah Black Bears.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here. Welcome back. Score was wrong on our scoreboard. Sorry about that. As we went to break, 3-2 Black Bears here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Zach Wester, who started the ball game, remains on the hill for Coach Harold Shepard. We'll see what his pitch count is as we go along here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Due up, it's Damian Bowles, Reed Raby, and then the top of the order, Ian Knapp, 8, 9, and 1 in the Panther order. Have to get 1 run to keep it going, 2 runs to win the ball game. Bowles struck out, and he singled back in the 3rd inning. His 3rd opportunity facing Zach Wester as Zach deals a strike on the inside corner.
Guess what? First pitch curveball. Would love to see one of these 2 hitters get up and get on base.
0-1. Pokes it in the air softly and going to be caught by the first baseman for out number 1. The 1 gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That'll bring Reed Raby to the plate. Raby is 1 for 2. Singled his last time up back in the 5th inning. And he popped out.
Reed's got the power and the speed to get a double, triple here. We can really use it right now at the top of the order coming up.
Raby takes high for ball 1.
That was more of a slider action, like a sweeper. A big common pitch that people are throwing today.
1-0, swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reed Raby. One, just missed. 2-1.
Okay. Yeah, Reed can really focus on knocking that scoreboard down. It'll really help a line drive get to the gap.
2-1, fouled off.
Same situation. You got to sit curveball every single pitch here. Fastball, fire your hands.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Inside corner, strike 3. So 2 are gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's going to bring to the plate, top of the order, Ian Knapp.
Top of the order, number 7, Ian Knapp.
Knapp, so far in the game, a single, ground out, and he tapped into a double play. Good news for the Lady Panthers on the softball diamond in the bottom of the 3rd inning at East Flat Rock against East Henderson, up 20-1.
I was wondering if we reached the 20 mark.
20-1.
Wonder how many home runs we hit.
All right, down the middle for strike 1.
It's like almost we look shocked that a curveball's come over. I mean, every pitch, you got to sit on that.
In the air, left field, and squeezed by Ford Jones of the Pisgah Black Bears. Just rip the hearts out of the Panthers here tonight and win 3-2 and sweep the season series. Humongous win for the Black Bears and a tough one to swallow for the Panthers as they will shake hands. 3-2 the final. A lot of baseball left to be played, a lot of baseball this week, Ryan. I think one of the best things that these guys can do is get back out on the field and get this bad taste out of their mouth.
Yeah, very tough loss. I mean, we really need this one pretty bad. You know, we had a one-run lead, 2 outs, 2 strikes, just couldn't pull it away. Some bad, unfortunate mistakes, luck. But again, the positives are we saw Josiah Hersey absolutely deal the baseball tonight. We saw our young players, our freshmen, getting base hits and doing the positive things that we want out of young hitters. And like you said, George, coming right back to play Smoky Mountain as soon as possible and get that taste back in our mouth for winning.
3-2 the final, and it's going to be 10 days before we talk to you again, so I'll throw up the schedule for the network. We've got some baseball coming up on the 18th, the 19th, some softball, and then more softball on the 23rd. And the schedule for the Panthers talked about the fact that you need to wash the bad taste out of your mouth. You've got a bunch of opportunities this week. all on the road. The last 7 out of 9 on the road here to close the season for the Panthers. 3-2 the final. Pisgah advances their mark to 7-6. The Panthers drop to 4-8. For Ryan Haley and for Philip Angel, I'm George Young. Till next time, so long, everybody.